Hello, and welcome back to another inspiring episode of Fearless Narratives. I am your host, Courtlyn Jones, and today is Fearless Friday, where I share with you my story about feeling the fear and doing anyway. And today's topic is going to be about the time that I swim in the ocean in Nicaragua when I cannot swim. Let's get into it. Imagine this. I, like many of you, had my fair share of fears. Anxiety about speaking, a fear of flying, and the inability to swim, as well as an underlying health issue that was yet to be uncovered. But despite all of these challenges, I made a life-changing decision. I signed up for a fitness retreat in Nicaragua, all by myself, surrounded by 20 strangers. Now, to add a new layer to this story, I was dealing with a health issue, a large thyroid nodule in my throat that was pressing on my windpipe. At this time, I had no idea it was a cancerous tumor, but it was causing me issues with breathing and severe panic attacks before the trip even started. But wait, there's more. The adventure took place right before the world would change dramatically due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, deep down, I knew this was going to be the last trip for a while. With that in mind, I was determined to make this the best and most transformative experience of my life, despite my fears. So picture this. I was on a retreat for fitness, struggling to breathe, and dealing with undiagnosed health issues. But I was determined to challenge myself and face my fears no matter what. So throughout the trip, I laughed, I drank, I tried new things, and I attempted to live in the moment, all while secretly grappling with the fear that there was something seriously wrong with my health. One of the most profound moments of bravery during this trip happened on our boat day. We were on a catamaran sailing out into the vast ocean. As we reached our destination, it was time to make a decision. Half the group would stay on the boat, and the other would swim to the beach. Now, as I said, I cannot swim. But in that moment, I chose to take a risk. I put on a life jacket and held onto a floating device for dear life. And with two amazing friends on the trip by my side, I started my journey into the ocean, fluttering my legs as they pulled me towards the shore. It was hard, and it was terrifying. And every stroke brought me face to face with my fears. But against all odds, I made it to the beach and back to the boat safely. Now, that single swim was probably the bravest thing I had ever done in my life. The experience, filled with fear, uncertainty, and the backdrop of a looming health issue, taught me a powerful lesson. And it showed me that even in the face of overwhelming fear, we have the capacity to push through and emerge stronger than before. Thank you for joining me today on a new episode of Fearless Fridays. And know that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act in spite of it. So stay fearless, stay inspired, and stay tuned for a new episode on Monday as we celebrate the amazing women who are changing the world today, one fearless narrative at a time. And that is a wrap. Fearless Narratives airs every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Thank you for joining us today. You have been an amazing audience, and we really love your support. So we also would love for you to give us a nice 5-star review And until next time, stay fearless.